Hey, what's happening, people? It's Liam, the Deaf Doom Metalhead. I hope you're all well. It is a really dreary, horrible Tuesday here in the UK. It's pissing down rain, and it's not hot anymore, so I'm happy. I'm a fat, hairy metalhead, and I can't handle the heat. So when it's cold and wet, I'm a happy man. If you've noticed, it's a vinyl update. I have, I think, 7 records to show. A couple were recommended me from a chap in the community who I'll get to. 3 of them are from a website here in the UK that had a sale, and I guess 2 of them, yeah. This one especially, I'm about to show, is going to probably likely be in my top 10 at the end of the year, because it took me completely by surprise with basically how good it is, and it's completely out of my comfort zone. So I'll kick off with that one. It's a Danish black metal band, so that's totally different for me, and that's Afsky with their latest release, which is pronounced that I can't pronounce because it's all in Danish. So I saw this first a while ago on a chap called Mark at Wandering Souls webzine or fanzine, I can't remember. His YouTube channel I use a lot for like black metal and really extreme European stuff, because he's got a very wide taste in music, and he's always churning out great videos with really good albums for me to check out. But what really caught my attention was the album artwork, because one, it looks completely different to anything I've got back there. It looks like a really natural looking painting of something that, real life event. There's no castles, no blokes wearing white face paint running around forests pretending to be wizards. All that crap's out of the window. This is depressive, bleak, and really emotive, in the emotions department of, when you're listening to an album and you sink it, take it all in. It's fantastic. It really did capture my imagination. It's depressive black metal, so there's a lot of melodic melodies in there with the tremolo picking and the blasts. The vocals are very harsh. There's none of that clean singing or nothing like that. It's traditional sounding black metal in regards to really abrasive sounding shouts with a lot of reverb on it, so it echoes. But the acoustic stuff on here is fantastic, especially the start of the album. It kind of brings in this really nice melodic acoustic passage, and then the drums are eased over the top, so the black metal blasting is kind of turned up very slowly, and then the song then kicks into full gear. But yeah, really surprised me how much I'm enjoying this. I mean, I've spun this at least 4 or 5 times now, and I think it's fantastic. And it's completely changed my opinion on black metal, and a few of my friends will be like, yes, because especially a guy at work who has been hassling for years to listen to black metal bands, and I'm like, nah, I don't like that. And I do now, and I've since joining this community, I've completely changed my opinion on it all. I used to kind of stick to certain genres while working in the car, but since being stuck in here due to COVID, it's completely changed my opinion on everything. And I watch people's videos, and I discover so many good bands that I would have completely overlooked. So you know who watch me and talk to me regularly. You've always recommended me bands, and it's fantastic, and I love it. So thank you. But yeah, anyway, about this record. So it comes with this book. Again, all in Danish, so I'm going to have to use that Google Glass app to try and figure out what the hell's it all about, because I've got no idea. I just like the look of it. It's a fantastic album, but I'm guessing there must be a story to have this kind of effort into the booklet. But again, the vinyl is a repress on clear black, I think he calls it. This came out through Vendetta Records, which I think is a German label. There's a few albums on there I've listened to, especially black metal ones that I really want. And yeah, if you can see that in the light, it's got that kind of smoky clear black with the insert there of the woman on the album artwork. But what is a bit funny is if you look at it from there, she looks like she's got her ears plugged. Like a hipster. But yeah, it's a great album. A really good album. So if you're into black metal, or you're into emotional kind of music where it takes you on a kind of a journey, and you like guitar work that's really melodic and drawn out, definitely check this out, because it's definitely worth your time. It's a very good album. Like I said, it will be in my top 10 very easily, just purely because it's different. It's took me completely by surprise. It's completely changed my opinion on black metal, and it sounds awesome. So yeah, that's Afsky. I think it also came out May this year, so a very new album. And then I got 3 in a sale a while ago, and they've now arrived. This one is a German Death Doom band called Decembre Noir. I have their debut album on vinyl back there. That was misprinted though, so I had to get. Well, it came with the CD, so I mean, this is a weird one because this is the third album from them, Autumn Kings. The second one didn't get pressed on vinyl, and I have no idea why because it's on the same label as the first one, but the first one got pressed and the second one didn't. Which kind of bugs me because my OCD can't handle the fact I've got the first and the third on vinyl, but the second I'm going to have it on CD. But either way, this pretty much is the same as the other two. Very strong melodic Death Doom, lots of really good black metal-y almost in some parts, guitar work. They really bring a lot to the table. Brilliant vocals, guitars again, their solos are spot on. Really singy kind of melodic lead work and harmonies. And yeah, it came out through Life Force Records in 2018. Yeah, double vinyl and a gatefold. But I'm not overly keen on the album artwork. It's a bit plain, very white. On black vinyl, but musically it's brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I didn't have to pay much money for it either because it's quite expensive. You look around for it, so I was quite happy to get hold of this. So yeah, that's the first one. And then also in that sale they had an album which I'm adding to my collection slowly, and that is Gorefest's, with the, I would say it's very unpopular for the die-hard death metal fans, but for me I really enjoy this. This is Chapter 13. This is their second one after they kind of went down the death and roll kind of. There's Soul Survivor which came out before this one, and then they kind of carried it on. So this is more of a hard rock with death growly vocals, if you can picture that. Again, a gatefold. I mean, this is a funny album because it's just very different to the early Gorefest stuff, and I have, the first two, and then you put this on, and it's completely alien to the rest of the discography. But when you read the liner notes, this is their most, the album they're most proud of, which is very unusual. I mean, I guess that's why they don't exist anymore. And they're not a death metal band like they used to be, purely because they don't enjoy it anymore. And that's fair enough. If you don't like doing what you're doing, don't do it. Double-sided. I mean, if you're into heavy rock, there's no reason why you wouldn't like this album, because the vocals, you can hear every single word he's saying. It's just done in a really over-the-top growl when he sings it. But again, it's for a death and roll album, it's very cool. You get like German bands like Debauchery. It kind of started off again like a really harsh death metal band, and then went down the whole AC/DC with death metal vocals, which is really popular in Germany. Not so popular over here in the UK. I like it, but there's very few people I know would enjoy that kind of thing. But yeah, definitely check it out if you're into something, or you want to try something really different. Because this will, guitar-wise, it's like almost Thin Lizzy-esque with the lead work and the solos and the harmonies. It's just the vocals I think people will trip over. So definitely check it out. And then the last one in that sale was one I was really, really, really happy to get, because I'm a big Candlemass fan. And this is Lucifer Rising, the 2008 EP that originally came out on Nuclear Blast. This is a Back on Black repress. This was really, really expensive on eBay. I had it on my watch list for quite some time because I wanted it on vinyl, because I'm a big Robert Lowe fan, and I kind of want to get all my Robert Lowe stuff on vinyl. But I mean, I got this for I think £12 in total with postage, so I was very, very happy because obviously they were trying to get rid of it. Full gatefold, double LP, splatter vinyl like that Gorefest one, which is also a Back on Black one. It kind of has a matte finish, but the actual EP has 2 tracks, original tracks. The title one, Lucifer Rising, and White God, which is one of my favourites. It's a really good song. And then he's done a re-recording of Demon's Gate from the original Candlemass album, but with Robert Lowe on vocals. And then on side B, C and D, you've got them live in Athens in 2007, and it's a very good live set. A lot of new material at the time they were putting out. Very strong though, really heavy. Sounds great. It's not, it's not bad pressing it, to be fair. It's actually quite good. And that's the vinyl. I mean, this was like on eBay for like 30 odd quid. So I got it for £12 in total. So I was very, very happy. And then vinyl at the moment seems to be really cheap. If you kind of look around and you're patient, especially like how I do it is with Amazon, which is what this next one's from. I'm an Amazon Prime member, and if you kind of wait it out and have a watch list, you'll see the prices drop, quite regularly. And this one, is silly money. So Daniel at Vinyl Hazard talks about Blind Guardian a lot, and he's a big Blind Guardian fan. And I remember not really listening to him when I was younger. I liked Demons and Wizards because I'm a big Iced Earth fan. So I checked them out back in the day, but I kind of forgotten about it. And I see a few guys, especially Daniel, talk about like Hansi and his vocals, and I thought I'll give that a try. And I was listening to the Crimson King, I think it was, and my eldest son really, really enjoyed it. And since then, we've just had that song on repeat constantly, to the point where I might be getting a little bit sick of it. But it's a very good song, and it's very heavy, so I'm quite proud of him for liking it that much. He'll never be able to drum to it though, because it's ridiculous. But anyway, he really pushed me to listen to this band more and more, and I discovered this on this came up on Amazon for like £11, free postage. This is their latest release from February. This is a 2020 release. And again, another album completely out of my comfort zone. It's got lots of musically different things going on. It's not just straight up power metal. There's like a lot of melodic stuff. There's even like the actual start track, Diabolic. It's very, very doomy at the start, and it really got my attention. But yeah, my oldest son begged me to buy this, so I was like, yeah, at the price. And then I looked on Discogs actually how much this actually cost to get brand new, and I was very happy. It's got that kind of waxy feel to the gatefold, which I really like. There's a picture of John Schaefer and Hansi. When I was a teenager, his rhythm style of playing, it's very tight, so I used Iced Earth songs as an example to kind of perfect that kind of tremolo picking chug style. That's the back. Brilliant artwork. But double vinyl for £11, some of these are absolute bargains, and I'm amazed. I mean, it just said last one. I just kind of instantly bought it because I thought, I'm never going to find that cheap like that. And it's even got an etching on the D side. I don't know if you can see that. I'll see in my monitors, which I thought was really cool. Custom inlays on all the discs. And yeah, it's a very much a mixed bag. I mean, I'm not the biggest Demons and Wizards fan. I am getting really into them now, and I like power metal. So again, like I said, I've been opening my ears to a lot of different genres and styles, and this one I'm actually really enjoying listening to. It came out through Century Media, and yeah, definitely worth checking out. It's not as aggressive as the older Demons and Wizards stuff. There's much more maturity to this record. But I just think it's fantastic. It's definitely different. It sounds way better on vinyl because you can really appreciate it that way. So yeah. And then these two were recommended to me by a chap called Mark G with a C, who everyone knows as everyone's favourite YouTuber, a little northerner who's a very, very friendly chap. And he kind of got his own back because I made him spend money, so he made me spend money. I resisted for a while, but then I gave in. As soon as I saw the price, I was just like, oh, fuck it, I can't not buy them. First one he sent me was this one. I mean, he knows me well because I fucking love death metal, and Morgoth are a brilliant death metal band. This was 10 quid, all in. Yeah, I couldn't say no to that. This is the 2015 release. They split up for a long while, and I believe they even became an industrial band at some point. Their debut album's fantastic. I haven't got that one, but the track Isolated is, perfect cross of death metal, slow doomy parts. It's brilliant. But this is really solid. I used to stream this quite a bit when it first came out, so I'm quite happy to have it on vinyl now. Black vinyl, another Century Media release. It's got this kind of, again, kind of matte kind of feel to the case, cover even. Comes in one of them horrible lyric inserts, and I've run out of plastic sleeves, so I'm kind of annoyed. I need to buy some more, but yeah, album artwork looks great. But if you like death metal, definitely check them out. And then last one, this one made me laugh even more. He sent me a link to this, and I was like, I like the band, but I'm not that fussed. But then the price, it's just purely the price, and I thought, I'm gonna kick myself if I don't buy that. And that is probably this is probably the first Thrash album I've bought in over 10 years, and that is Creator with Phantom Antichrist. I used to listen to a lot of Creator when I was a teenager, and I was going through my Thrash period. of just pure thrash. You know, Metallica, Iced Earth, Sabbath, the British one. There's loads. And then Evil and all those kind of bands came on after that. But this band I used to really listen to. Extreme Aggression. I can't remember the other one now, but I listened to this on Spotify before I bought it. I liked it. It was always going to be one I'm going to like it. Came out on Nuclear Blast in 2012, the year my oldest son was born. So a long time ago, and I've never even knew it existed. And there's only one album after this one as a full length as well, so they're obviously pretty slow at making albums. But it sounds fantastic. Pure aggression, thrash, angry. Sounds like Creator. You know, they haven't really changed. A bit more melodic than what I remember. Double yellow vinyl though, and again, I think this was only £10, £11, really cheap. Double vinyl and a gatefold. You know, I'm a weak man. I can't say no to prices like that. If they're worth, I mean, then you go and look on Discogs and you can see they cost a lot more to buy these kind of albums. Amazon pays itself to have, you know, a Prime account just because you get so much discount. And yeah, this is a fantastic album. Really aggressive, really chuggy, loads of great solos. I've spun this at least twice now and I've really enjoyed it. And again, just purely opening my ears up and enjoying new music again. So yeah, hopefully I haven't run on too much and you've stayed with me to the end. That was my vinyl update for probably a couple of weeks at least, because again, I keep saying I'm in the studio, I'll be doing that. I'll be a busy boy. Hopefully I can still churn out some videos. I'm sure I can, because I've obviously got childcare, so when they're in bed, I normally kind of churn these out. And yeah, let me know what you think of these albums. Obviously, recommend to me anything you think I should be checking out. I love all that. Love this community and how we all get on and talk about new bands. And I've discovered some great stuff recently. So yeah, in the meantime, please subscribe and like this video and help me get this channel to be bigger and better. If you've got any ideas, obviously let me know. Check me out on Instagram, the Deaf Doom Metalhead, Facebook, all that kind of shite. And until then, I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.